can see me from here. I think you can. However, will you be able to see the boxes that I'm going to be dealing with today? I think not. Oh, God. Oh. Hi, friends. Welcome back to the Francesca Disorder. I've literally just got back into the house. I had this thing around my neck, obviously, because of the cold. But then I had it on around my face because I didn't want to be breathing that air that is outside, that very cold air. That's mostly because I'm coming down with something. I'm coming down with man flu because there's a couple of guys in the office that have, a cold. And I did say they should stay away from me, and they did stay away from me. One of them yesterday, when he had to come to my desk, he was just sat over there talking to me. He was sat on a chair over there, and my desk is here. He was sat very far from me talking, but that hasn't helped anything, has it? Anyway, I said that to say, welcome back to the Francesca Disorder, and if you've just bumped into me for the first time, please consider being a friend by subscribing. All my advent calendars are here now, so I'm gonna do this video that I've been talking about, advent calendar drama, but I first of all have to make sure that you can see what I'm doing or what we're working with. I might have to put you, on a lower position than up there where you are now. If you hear any noise, if you hear any noise in the background, first is the washing machine, and second, the reason why I went is because the Hubs is in his office making work calls, and I have been talking, not minding him being there. I don't know if they can, because if you can hear him from over here, then he can hear me from over there as well. So I'm going to keep it low. I'm gonna close that door first of all. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to bring you down to the ground level because you can see me, but if I bring the boxes, see? So that's one box. Well, two boxes here. If I bring them here, you're not going to see. So I'm going to bring it down so that you see what I'm doing or what we're working with. I think for this to work, I'm gonna have to sit on the floor, but forgive me if I'm being sniffy. As I said, I'm coming down with something. Yeah, let me grab the boxes. Let me tell you the whole story first before I grab the boxes. So, as you know, I always buy advent calendar. I like to have more than one, only because it's fun. Yeah, if I can have one, why can't I have two? So I always buy advent calendar. I like to have more than one. However, last year's one, I went after last year actually, and I got good stuff from last year's ones, to be honest. And I haven't, gone through all the stuff I got from last year's one, only because I put everything in one drawer, and sometimes I'll just use other things that I have and not go into those ones. Anyway, that's by the by. Yeah. So last year, I thought to myself, I'm going to get I want to say more valuable. It's not that the ones I got last year wasn't valuable. However, some people hype theirs and say the things that are in the advent calendar or this advent calendar is worth that amount of money. So I was like, yeah, I want to get one of those expensive amount of money ones. Let me see what is in it. So the one that I was going to go for was John Lewis. I put it in my not Amazon. I put it in the basket on John Lewis, and I was like, I'm going to come back and check this out just before the start of December. For me to come back on the start of just before on the start of December, and it was out of stock. So I was stranded for advent calendars. And I thought, what to do now? What shall I do now? And I thought to myself that the next best place to go to would be Harrods, because why not? And Harrods advent calendar is pretty expensive. It's up there. I'm not going to say the price. It's up there with expensive. Okay, it's not as expensive as Dior. I think I saw Dior, and Dior is like 400 quid. It's not that expensive, but it's very close. So yeah, so I was like, I'm going to go and get one from Harrods because I looked at it and they said it's worth £1,000. over 1,000 actually. It was more than 1,000. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get this one, because the idea is that you get very good stuff in it, and you know, as I said, they last you for a very long time. You're looking, and it's beauty advent calendars, by the way, because yeah, so the idea is that you get, you know, a lot of good stuff, and your beauty products are kind of sorted for a good chunk of the year, really. That's why, you know, we do this type of things. That's the excuse. Anyway, so I go to, sorry guys, I go to get this beauty advent calendar, and of course you don't go, I don't know, well, some people are disciplined, but not Francesca. What does undisciplined Fran do? Undisciplined Fran goes to Harrods and buys the advent calendar. I then decide to buy hampers from there, 2 hampers, and then I then decide to buy, oh, I'm gonna buy a perfume or 2. Well, I just decided to buy things for other people, and when I buy things for people, I buy them for myself as well. I can't help myself. Anyway, so I bought a hamper, no, 2 hampers, the advent calendar, 2 perfumes from Harrods. And then when I went to check out, I realized that it was not going to arrive. It would have arrived the next day, but I'd spent so much money already. You know, I really don't want to say how much I spent, but I'd spent so much money already trying to buy just advent calendar and the gifts, and it came to, I think we all like this, it comes to delivery and you're like, no, I'm not gonna pay that on delivery. So delivery was like nominated day delivery. If I wanted it, I think maybe next day or 2 days, it would have been £12, but I was like, nope, I'm not paying that amount for delivery. So I just left it at the normal, I think it was 2 to 3 days or whatever delivery. Tell me why my Harrods order sent me an email. Well, I get an email about my Harrods order, and they say, oh, your Harrods order is on the way. And do you know what? I didn't look at the email. I didn't know what was in the email, but I knew that on that evening when it was on the way, me and the Herbs were not going to be around, because that was the night that we said we were going to the movies. So I sent it to the Herbs and asked him to like rearrange it to go to a post office so that we pick it up from a post office. So yeah, and then he did that. He rearranged it to go to the post office, and he told me it will go to the post office, and when it will go to the post office. It didn't go to the post office. He was here because on that day he was working from home. He was here at home, and then the doorbell rang, and then it was something from Harrods. So he called me and said to me that, oh, something came for you from Harrods. I'm like, I thought you said it was going to the post office. Yeah, and he was like, yeah, I thought so as well. And they even sent me an email saying it was going to the post office, but apparently it wasn't going to the post office. Anyway, I then say, okay, receive the parcel, it must be my advent calendar and blah blah blah. I then come home and see this thing that he received, and it's small. It's, you know, I showed you the other one, but it was a box like this. So I thought, that can't be my advent calendar. Surely they haven't sent everything. And then this was when I thought, okay, I'll look at the email that they sent. And then I look at the email and they say that it wasn't like, when they said your order is on the way, and then they said what's on the way, the advent calendar was not on the way, obviously. It was just the advent calendar wasn't on the way, obviously. It was just this, they said it was 2 of these, but only 1 arrived. So I then got on the phone immediately, called Harrods and said, yeah, you said, well, I ordered, and first of all, only 1 of my parcel has arrived. Only 1 type of my parcel has arrived, and I only got email about 1 of them, and well, about this parcel, and you said 2 was going to arrive, but only 1 arrived. And they were like, we definitely sent out 2. And I'm like, well, only 1 arrived. And they were like, we definitely sent out 2. And I'm like, well, only 1 arrived. So they said, okay, we're going to give you a refund for 1, and if you really want it, you're going to have to order again. So I then had to order again, and yeah, and they said to order again, and if we charge you for delivery, what we're going to do is we're going to refund you for delivery as well. So I was like, okay. I then went back to Harrods, ordered again, and you know, to have it delivered. Tell me why a few days, by the way, in all this time, for context, you're going to be seeing my advent calendar video, like this unboxing the advent calendar is going to be on the 8th, or this story is going to be on the 8th day, because depending on how long this story is, I'm then going to unbox the advent calendar in another video. Oh, something I forgot to say. When I ordered and I knew that I was not getting next day delivery, and the next day was the start of December when Advent starts, really and truly, I then decided to order other Advent calendars that will arrive quicker, and I can start having like my accounts done quicker. So I ordered Debenham's Advent calendar and Next Advent calendar as well, and they came, like, the point of this whole story is they're, you know, less expensive than Harrods, and they were able to get themselves together and deliver my thing, you know, in one piece. So those two came through. However, because my mind was so much on Harrods Advent calendar, I didn't even open the other ones that came through, because now at this point I thought, okay, well, yeah, you know, I've ended up having more than one Advent calendar for the season again. So what I'm going to do is I will, as I normally do, go into this because I just thought, well, it's all good. It's going to be more fun for me. I like to have more things than one. What I then did is I left that my Debenhams and Next Advent calendars and said I'm not going to open them until Harrods Advent calendar comes through. Okay, so back to where we were in this story. I ordered the other, well, the person I spoke to, she was really nice. She told me what else is on the way and how they were coming. It was then she then said to me, oh, the perfumes are not coming together. As you saw in a different video, I already had one perfume, and the one that is for me is not here yet. Well, I could have anyone, like they're both the same thing. However, I wanted to give one to someone and have one. So because the event that I would, like the birthday where I was going to give that one to somebody was sooner, I had to take that one and not open it. So I was waiting for mine, and I think mine is here now, by the way. So yeah. Oh, so she told me what was coming. She said the other perfume was coming with the actual Advent calendar and what else did I order? I don't know. I'm going to look at my whole this side of my house is like a post office. It's just condemned with boxes, which are all going to go after Christmas. But I'm going to look there and see what else we have there. Anyway, so she told me in what order my orders were coming. No pun intended. So tell me why the post office then sends us a message and says to us that there's a parcel with them. Apparently, it's not even, well, I'm going to blame everybody, because I want to say it's not even Harrods, because Harrods have done their bit, and it's the delivery people that broke it into two. Because these delivery people, they said they're delivering my order. We say to them, okay, deliver it to this post office and we'll pick it up from there. And then instead of delivering it to the post office, they divide the two things which they have and bring one here, send one to the post office. Where is the sense in that? Anyway, I now ended up with 3 because they delivered that one to the post office, and then the second one that we ordered then arrived. So I've shown you the one that I unboxed. Well, you saw it, the one I unboxed on the other day, and then there's this 2 here. So I ended up with 3 hampers, which I don't know what I'm going to do with the third one, because the way I've planned my Christmas is I kind of have things set in stone that I want to give people. So like my plan is already there. I don't want to change things around, so I just have one spare. Well, it means I have one spare hamper here for any other occasion, like maybe if it's someone's birthday, or if it's mostly birthdays, to be honest. So yeah, I do have one spare hamper here for any other thing. That's how I ended up with 3 hampers, and that is the advent calendar. Oh, I was going to forget the other drama. The other drama is that please ask, let me call him. I'll call my husband so that I get into the other part of this video. So for the other part of this video, I did say to you that I'm going to put the herbs on the spot. I've grabbed him from his office and he's here now. I wonder if I haven't said this earlier, the noise in the background is the washing machine. It was the washing machine and the herbs before, now it's just the washing machine. Thank you. I have a question for you. Why am I buying myself advent calendars?
Why are you buying yourself?
Yeah, is it not something that you're supposed to be doing for me? Yeah, I've always bought myself advent calendar. What do you mean you didn't know? People don't give themselves advent calendars. And I was just thinking, but why am I buying myself advent calendars? It's because this man has never bought me advent calendars. So yeah, that's the end of this advent calendar story. And now I don't think I should do the advent calendar unboxing in this same video because it's long. That is my Christmas disappointment, my first Christmas disappointment, and I hope that's the last. Yeah, now let's another reason I said this story apart from just venting is because when we do open the advent calendars, I want it to be fun. I just want to be happy opening it. I don't want to have anything tied to my chest. I don't want to have any more vent in me left. I just want to be excited. So I hope you understand me just venting to you. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my. Oh, I'm so tired and I'm coming down with the cold like I told you. But let me do today's jumper. I don't think I've properly shown you. It's another pandemic Santa in a different color. The last one you saw was black, and today the pandemic Santa is grey. So I'm going to do my advent calendar video tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow then. Bye. Dear Santa Claus.